Sunday, December 10th. I woke up at 8:40 a.m. I stayed up till about midnight listening to a podcast about blogging, which was very useful. Thank you. What was her name? I'll mention it after. But right now I've got a little experiment going with my modem. Well, from 8:40 a.m. to just about now, I was in bed just watching videos and stuff. So I'm a disaster, a human disaster. But okay, so I just went into the closet now and switched the cables in my internet connection, because I don't want to pay $50 to have a cable guy come and switch my cable from out in the living room to here. And some woman said, you can just do it yourself. There's switches or something. So I've used my brain. I think I figured it out. I don't know. I made the cable switch out there, and then I plugged it in here, and now it's doing something. Lights are flashing, which is a good thing, because when I plugged it in, there was nothing flashing, but now it's flashing. Can you imagine if this actually worked? Oh my God, I'll be so excited! I shouldn't post too much more on my Instagram story because right now I'm not using Wi-Fi. This is my data that I'm paying for my phone. But I wanted to say one more thing. I'm not sure why I assumed flashing lights are good. It could mean it's about to blow up. Uh-oh. Also, I just noticed that there's a radio station bag for radio station Boom 99.7 beside the modem. Boom, boom. Maybe that's foreshadowing that my modem's about to explode. Woohoo! I did it! Oh my God, I am a god. I am MacGyver. I am Godguyver. Anyway, I tried all the black cords, nothing was working, and then as a last resort I tried the big beige one, and that worked. I have internet. McGodver, that's what I should have said. Anyways, maybe it's because when I first moved in to this condo, I told the Rogers guy, I wanted internet in this room, because this was my office. And then a few months later I turned it into a bedroom, and then I moved it there. But maybe the big beige cord is like, because that was the initial main internet, and that was the room, but then I moved elsewhere. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I saved $50, and I feel very handy, and I've done something today. That's rare. Maybe I'll celebrate by going to Apple and buying that $35 adapter so I can plug the modem right into my laptop, and then I'll have maybe even a stronger signal. And maybe it'll even be faster a bit, because I'm uploading all these videos. It takes forever. Right, I know I'm not posting that much today, but I've been spending the whole day uploading videos. So you don't need to get your Josh Rackless fix from these vlogs. You could go to my Facebook and watch the videos. Actually, wait till they're on YouTube, because then I'll make a penny from it. But remember the old days when I would show you what I'm eating all day? Well, here's a flashback. This is a bowl of frozen fruit that I'm taking out, and hopefully it'll defrost at some point. Well, I mean, eventually it will, but I might put it in the microwave if I want it now. I've been heating up some chicken, some peas and carrots, some corn, and rice. Ow, it's hot! Oh, not a good idea. Take two. Who says I never learn? And who says I don't have a baking mitt? Is that sexy? I'm a sexy baking guy. Oh my God, I just have to tell you about a little discovery I just made. My heart literally leapt. I was filled with joy that I don't think I have felt since I first kissed a girl, and this might even be better than that. Okay, so I was just opening the cupboard to putting in a plastic container that I washed or whatever, and then I saw rice cakes. I completely forgot that I had rice cakes. This opens up a whole new world. I thought I was stuck to just rice and chicken and defrosted fruit. But now I have something to put my cheese slices on. I have something to put peanut butter on. And it's practically full, this jam. And it's not just neutral rice cakes I have for what you could put on the cheese or peanut butter, but I also have caramel chocolate chip rice cakes. Definitely for the peanut butter. In fact, that's the only thing I think you'd put on there. But that's gonna be so sweet, because when I have my frozen fruit for dessert, I go, yeah, it's delicious, but I feel like it's kind of healthy, I'm just doing, it's not dessert, it's almost like a salad, it's good for me. But rice cakes, I feel a little guilty when there's chocolate on them. What? I should have tagged Crispy Minis in that spontaneous rant about how much I love Crispy Minis, because maybe then Crispy Minis will give me free Crispy Minis. Do you think that's possible? Do you think that's possible? Gosh, I love Crispy Minis. And by the way, dear Crispy Minis and Quaker, the maker of Crispy Mini, I just want to apologize. That last clip, there's my heater. It's very loud in my condo, and I want you to know if I make videos about you in the future, I won't have any background noise. Okay, I'm just lying on my bed here for a second. I have to brush my teeth, and I want to show you a couple of crazy emails. But first, I just had this one thought I need to tell you about. I was just thinking about how these emails make me think I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp of something. Like I'm just about to make it big or something. And hopefully I can do it before I have to go back to a day job. But then I was like, would it be so bad if I went back to a day job? Because the job I had was writing commercials. And that was pretty cool and exciting. And it was before I started doing these daily videos. Like, can you imagine if I did these videos from an ad agency and all day I was updating you on like the kind of things I was doing? Like I wouldn't be able to share corporate secrets or anything, but what if I was like, hey, we just got briefed on a Kellogg's cornflakes commercial and I'm trying to come up with ideas, and what do you think of this idea, what do you think of that idea? Like that would be so much fun. Oh look, I'm at a commercial shoot, we're shooting this. Or hey, check out some of these actors I just auditioned, which one should I go with? Like that would be exciting. Instead I'm doing these vlogs while I'm just in my apartment. Like I started these at the wrong time. I mean, I guess I could have been filming vlogs for years, and I have done little bits of things, but it takes too long to film them and then edit them. I can only do this because I figured out how to do it quickly with Instagram stories and not have to edit things. And Instagram stories only came around in 2016 apparently, and I only discovered them like in April. I think I knew of them, but I'm like, why would I use those? Like I don't want to post things just temporarily. I want things to last for a long time. But then I figured out how to do this. So I guess it would be fun to vlog as a copywriter, but I'd still rather just start doing daily shows for you, like a talk show or something, and then hopefully get sponsors or some way of monetizing it. Anyways, I'll show you the 2 emails and then we'll go to bed. Okay, it's 11:22, way past my bedtime, but I promised you I'd show you these 2 quick emails here. So the first one is from Israel Diaz. He is an art director that has gone on to be creative director. I actually interviewed him like 15 years ago when I started at Leo Burnett. I interviewed him to be my art director, and he was the first person I was like, yeah, he's talented enough to be my partner. He's got amazing work. But even back then, he didn't want to just be a regular art director anymore. He wanted to be like a creative director. So he didn't accept it. He went off to somewhere else to be a creative director, and then he came back to Leo Burnett, and he was basically my boss for many years. And he was always very stylish. He's, what is he, like Filipino or something? Very like handsome Asian, very thin, like not thin, like muscular thin. Okay, I'm sounding like I'm in love with him, but very stylish. So he wore a black turtleneck when he came to interview with me. He had a black turtleneck, and then I guess probably right after that I bought a black turtleneck, and my boss Judy was laughing at me. She's like, you bought that black turtleneck because Israel wore a black turtleneck. And I was like, oh, did I? And I think I wore the black turtleneck maybe like once, and I just couldn't stand it. Like it felt so constricting. So I don't have that anymore. And let's all be thankful. Anyway, this summer he contacted me through a woman that used to be like in charge of the creative department at Leo, and she emailed and said, Israel wants to talk to you, and he's starting this new company, and he had me do copywriting for him. And I agreed to not take money payment. Well, he said, do you want like money payment or do you want like a slice of the company? And I said, I'll take a slice of that pie. I think there's actually a software program he uses called Slice of the Pie to calculate how much time you work on it. But I wasn't really keeping track very well. I was just sort of doing the writing for him. And then I emailed Marcia in the summer. I said, do you have like that template that you use to keep track of your time? And she never got back to me. And then so for months I just been like, oh God, I've been dreading having to go back and figure out how much time I spent on that stuff. And so for the past month, I've been like, it's on my to-do list. I got to go look at all the copywriting I did and try to calculate it, or at least email them and say, look, I did these 20 pages. You remember, what do you owe me? Like, what slice of the pie do I get? And I know they've been chatting in this Slacker app. Everybody's working on the company, and I figured somebody would contact me if they wanted my input. I didn't want to just keep butting in. Anyway, so this has been weighing on me. But then today I got this email. Hey Josh, been meaning to reconnect with you. It seems we just drifted apart, huh? Which is exactly what happened. Wanted to update you on stuff's going on with Sunday and Night, that's the name of the company. Hope you're well. Yay! About my TIFF interviews and the article about my interview and all that. And he says, why do I always feel like an underachiever whenever you update me on what you're doing? That's awesome stuff. Let's go for coffee. Now I feel like I've accomplished that thing on my to-do list, and I didn't even have to do anything. I just waited it out until he contacted me. So that's good. And it's cool that this guy who's like running companies is telling me he feels like an underachiever, like as compared to me. So I guess that makes me feel good. Now if I can just monetize my achievements, then we'll be rocking. Anyways, okay, second email. This email popped up in my inbox at 9:38 tonight, and it says JoshRackless.com contact. I'm like, well, that's weird. That sounds bizarre. Like, I do have a contact page on my website, but maybe one person's used it ever. I don't know. I can't remember getting a message through it, so that was strange. And also, I've just made it JoshRackless.com this week, because I got the domain back from the guy who stole it. It was Josh Rackless today before, but anyways. So I'm like, this seems like weird. And then, okay, check out who the email is from. It's from Jennifer, gen24@hotmail.com, which sounds like a fake address. Like, doesn't that sound fake? First of all, who uses Hotmail anymore? But second of all, that's very short, Gen24. But third of all, if you were going to make up a fake email address to contact me with, it would be Jennifer, first of all. Because as you know, I'm always bemoaning my ex-girlfriend Jennifer. And actually, my last 3 girlfriends, like the big ones, were named, not big, well, big bums, but that's what I like. But anyways, they were all named Jennifer. And in fact, I've got some other, like, smaller Jennifers in between. And 24 was the name of my number in football. I wanted 16 because in my head, the number 6 is green, and I like green. But that's a quarterback number, and I was like a, what do you call those, wide receiver. And so that's a 24 number. And 24 is my second favorite number because 4 is blue in my mind. And also, I think it's pretty impressive that I played football at all, because back then I hadn't had laser eye surgery yet. I could not see a thing. And I didn't want to wear those goggles because I thought they looked stupid. So I did barely play, but I was always at, not rehearsals, what do you call that? When you're practicing, I guess practice. I remember one of the team members, like one of the big guys who actually played, he was like, you know, Josh is so impressive. He's always throwing himself in there. He's trying so hard. And I was small and I couldn't see. Anyway, so let's assume this is real. She says, hi Josh, why aren't you posting your daily vlogs to your YouTube channel anymore? Did you stop? They were funny. What? It is true, I have not posted my vlogs for the past 2 weeks because I had that crisis, was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. When I talked too long on my Instagram story and started erasing the beginning of the story, and then my Facebook wasn't working, so I couldn't record it from there. And I spent 3 hours one night trying to figure it out. And then I spent the rest of the next morning figuring it out. I eventually screen recorded it, but I haven't edited that together into a vlog yet, so I haven't posted the other vlogs because I want them to be in order. And then now I've been trying to post all the interviews from the past couple of months, and then I was going to get back to the vlogs. But anyways, the fact that someone noticed, first of all, and I thought, you know, I know some people watch these because you guys message me and say you like them, but everybody I've talked to has been referring to the ones on Facebook, I think. I didn't realize anybody on YouTube watches them. Like, on YouTube, they get maybe like 5-10 views or something, and I figured those were just random. So the fact that someone watches these on YouTube and is noticing that I haven't been posting them, and is named Jen24, and is messaging me through JoshRackless.com, overall, I feel like I'm in a dream right now, and it's not real. Wait a minute, maybe it isn't real. Because it says it's sent by an unverified visitor to your site. Maybe they just put that fake email address. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it is one of my ex-gens. Oh man, this is totally going to enter my dreams tonight. Like, I've already been hardcore dreaming about my last Jen every night. And it's been 5 years since I spoke to her. Oh, and then even longer with the other ones, and sometimes they make it into my dreams. Is anyone like a computer expert? It says IP address. Can you guys look this up? I don't think that's my IP address. Can anybody figure out if this is real? When I was on my phone in the kitchen earlier, I Googled the address. Like, if you Google it without quotes, it just starts to send an email back automatically. So I Googled it with quotes, and it says it's, I don't know, somebody in the UK, Sussex. This weird page. It says personal online, so I don't know, Jennifer Cowlin in the West Sussex, UK, student. And then email address is research. So I don't know if that's her address, because there's another address which also sounds fake. Student.c. Anyway, while we're going through messages, last night I got a response from Chaya, when I was talking about like trying to come up with a name for my tribe. She says I would wear my Celebrity Josh shirt, and I said, okay, I'll draw my logo. So, okay, that's a sale. I've been getting lots of messages this week from Sasha Piper, who apparently her name is Jill, and she has 2 cats, Sasha and Piper. She says, you're so funny. The speed dating folks should provide a Sharpie marker if they use glossy paper, because I was saying it was hard to write on the list. She says, can't wait to hear about the speed dating event. And I still haven't told you guys about the speed dating event, so I owe you that. And then I said, thank you for being on the journey to everyone. She said, loving being on the journey. And then yesterday, I didn't post at the end of the day, and I wanted you to know that I was live. And she says, I'm glad you're live. I was worried, and I hate smokers. And then in regards to me saying, would you buy Celebrity Josh shirts? She says, Celebrity Josh equals hot Santa. I would buy that shirt. All right, I don't know if anybody else would buy that, so I'll make 1 copy. And then she loves the Rack Pack. I've been saying that could be the name of my tribe, so she's in. And yay, maybe I'll get some shirts. Oh, and remember this morning I said I couldn't remember the name of the podcast I was listening to last night, like from 11 p.m. to 12 midnight. Anyways, I remembered, well, I didn't remember, I just Googled it. And here it is. I was listening to Amy Porterfied interview Julie, and this was a bad one to listen to while falling asleep because it was so fascinating. I wanted to like make notes and listen to it, but I was trying to fall asleep. So, you know what? Julie and Amy, if you guys would be guests on my podcast, Celebrity Josh, that would be great. Ha! So the plot thickens. I just wrote back to Gen24 this long message explaining how I had a crisis and I've been trying to fix the vlog and I want to upload them in order, blah, blah, blah. And it bounced back. There is no Gen24. But then why write to me? Why ask a question when you know I can't answer? Who are you, Gen24? I'll dream about you.